Hello guys, welcome to the Wednesday trade recap and forecast. We had some nice trades last week on Monday. I did go over them in the last forecast, so if you want to see that, make sure you check out my channel. This week the markets seem to be kind of ascending on every single pair, but let's take a more detailed look. Let's see what the euro and the US dollar has been doing. So from what I can see is we are consecutively breaking and retracing the highs. That means usually this ascending structure and usually means a nice downtrend will start. What I don't like is that we broke the low here, retraced, broke the low, retraced, broke the high, retraced. So it's it is kind of becoming more range bound right here on the top. And what I want to see a large impulse down, a large downtrend, then I would be looking to sell, or we can also see a large uptrend, then I would be looking to buy. What is more high probability at this point? Well, because of this overall ascending structure, it is more high probability that we will actually get a downtrend. So yeah, that's it for the euro and the US dollar. I had 0 trades, but it's not looking that bad. I want to see momentum though, so I'm not seeing any sort of momentum up or down. Then we have the euro and the Japanese yen. So there was an opportunity to buy on a flag formation right here. Let's analyze the trade. Let's see what was happening. Basically, it was kind of range bound in this general area. Then we started descending, breaking the lows, retracing, breaking the lows, retracing, and then we got this momentum going up, and then we got the flag formation. So basically, first high, first low, second high, second low, and the blue candle is the entry candle. I did not take this setup. What was the reason? Well, overall price, range bound. Entry was on a Tuesday, so Mondays and Tuesdays are predominantly range bound days, and I'm usually more patient with the setups on Monday or Tuesday. What kind of setups do I like the most? Well, on the beginning of the week I like continuations. When I see a nice clean trend forming, I like to get in on an already established trend. What I don't like to do is I do not like to take reversals, for example a trade such as this one, on a Monday or Tuesday, because it usually fails, and I do not like to take a single impulse and then a flag formation or a simple break and retest. Why? Well, because there was no prior established trend. So right here I'm already seeing overall range bound structure. I'm seeing just a single impulse. We are seeing a descending on a smaller scale and then a potential reversal, but then the final nail in the coffin for me was huge wick and another huge wick. So you can see these two huge wicks showing me definite weakness to the upside, and I'm also not seeing enough of a range for me to tolerate the wicks. So when I see a wicks of this size, I need to see a nice large wide range for it to counter the wicks. So this did not fit my plan, but it would have been a winning trade. I believe it. If you got in, you would have made some nice profits. Let me see, I would have taken it with a 12 pip stop loss. So probably just about would be in the trade. If anyone took it, congratulations, it's currently running in some nice profit. As I said, it did not fit my personal plan. Okay, that's it for the euro and the Japanese yen. So what am I looking at here? Well, right now I'm seeing a momentum shift. So we were kind of moving up right here, but then this last candle with the momentum shift in the pullback showing me a big warning sign. So what I want to do, I want to wait. I want to be more patient. I want to wait for a nice large impulse to the upside or a nice large impulse to the downside. This pair is currently not on my watch list. Okay, Aussie US dollar. There was also a setup forming on the Aussie and the US dollar. Let's discuss it. So prior price action was looking kind of range bound, kind of corrective in this general area, and then we had impulse, one candle pullback, and then we continue with a nice break, also a nice close, not really any sort of a wick on the top, maybe a small wick, which is not a concern. So I did have my pending order on this inside bar. Is it an inside bar? Let me see. No, it is. Okay, it's an inside bar, so I had my pending order right here on this candle. 1 pip above to counter the spreads, but the next candle did not tag me in. Okay, so I was not tagged. It also printed a large wick to the upside, And after that, I removed my order. It was no longer looking as a high probability pattern. It was looking as, well, a pattern that usually fails. When you get this sort of a large wick and this sort of a bearish candle, usually these types of setups fail. And also it was Tuesday. We just discussed Mondays and Tuesdays predominantly range bound days. Okay, so let me see if there are any more setups right here. So yeah, currently just very flat, very range bound. I'm not seeing much in this general price action. So what I'm looking for a large impulse up or a large impulse down. How would that look like? Well, it's really simple, just a large push up or a large push to the downside like this. Okay, so yeah, Aussie US dollar is not on my watch list. Aussie Japanese yen, I was looking at this one if we would get a nice reversal trade. So we were consecutively breaking the highs and retracing, printing a very nice clean ascending channel, after which I do expect a reversal to happen. So ascending channels usually end up giving us some nice downtrends like this. But what happened is we broke the low again, broke the high. So we just started to be corrective. We just started to be range bound right here. And all of this got negated in these last couple of legs. Okay, so what am I looking for? I'm looking for a large impulse up or a large impulse down, and this pair is not on my watch list either. Again, it's looking flat, it's looking range bound. I need to see more momentum and we can move on. The pound US dollar. So this pair is definitely ascending, so still consecutively breaking the highs. Let me see, is this correct? Okay, so we did break the low here, I believe, or was this a mistake of printing this? Okay, this may have been a mistake, but overall, breaking the highs consecutively and retracing. So basically, I'm seeing a nice ascending channel. One thing to note, I do not take straight reversal trades on the pound and the US dollar. On a large sample size, they don't really work out. So what I tend to do, I tend to focus on getting first a large impulse and then a flag, or getting a large impulse and then a nice break and retest setup. So I would not take a straight push down and then retest of this general area. I would take a trade further down because I want to see large commitment, I want to see large impulses, I want to see large momentum, especially on the pound US dollar. A pair characteristic of the pound is that we need to see large momentum. How does that look like? Well, for example, here where I took a nice winning setup, this is what I'm looking for. That is what I mean when I say large momentum on the pound and the US dollar. Bigger stop, I think I used a 16 pip. So that's usually what you want to see on this particular pair. And when you see it, usually it continues. So usually strong momentum continues and you get in a nice winning trade. So what am I looking for? Exactly what I just described. I'm looking for a reversal from this ascending. But that's not the rule. So the probabilities are in favor of this price reversing down, but price can also push up. In that case, I would look for a flag or break and retest after we get some nice strong momentum going to the upside. But my bet, not my bet, but the probabilities are this will go down. In most cases, this price action goes down and then we get a nice sell setup. Okay, moving on. New Zealand Japanese yen. This one was 100% on my watch list. I was closely watching it even during night time, so during sleep. I was waking up every 3 or 4 hours. So woke up once or twice per night because it was printing a really clean ascending channel. It was looking really nice, consecutively breaking the highs, which is really important that it consecutively breaks the highs but not the lows. So you can see these dotted lines print the most recent breaks, and you can see only the highs are being broken. For example, here we broke the high, broke the high, broke the low. But here we broke the high, okay, broke the low again, but then we started to break the high 3 times. So I was definitely expecting a nice reversal trade, something like this, which we unfortunately did not get. So what we did get is we broke the low and then we kind of, well, we got some momentum, but not enough momentum for me personally. What I wanted to see is more momentum. This on the New Zealand Japanese yen to me is not enough. I wanted to see more. Then what happened? Pullback, and then we broke the high. So basically no trade opportunity for me, and it's starting to be range bound right here on the top. So this is not what I want to be seeing when I'm looking at a nice clean ascending structure. I do not want to see price starting to be flat, starting to be range bound. So this pair is not interesting to me currently. It's not on my watch list, and yeah, I'm just being more patient with this one. So to sum up, EU, kind of looking ascending, yes, but currently not on my watch list. EJ, no. AU, no. AJ, not really. Pound, only pair, to be honest, that I'm interested in is the pound, because it's looking really ascending and it still has an opportunity to break the low with strong momentum. So the pound I am closely watching. New Zealand Japanese yen, not really. Okay, that's it for the video. That's it for the forecast. See you guys next week. Hope you guys enjoyed. So took 0 trades from the last trade recap. So with this strategy, there will be weeks with 0 trades. But last week was very nice. Okay, that's it for the video. See you guys in the next one.